Hello folks, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This is a childhood classic of mine that I've been wanting to touch for a long while, but I've just never really delved into it for reasons. I have the physical cartridge, but recording from NES things is really hard unless you have the right equipment, but that's besides the point. This is Crystalis, or as it is known in Japan, Godslayer, Haruka Tenku no Sonata, or Sonata of the Faraway Sky. Produced by SNK back in 1990. It did have a 2000 Game Boy Color remake, I suppose is a good way to put it, but it had a lot of things that just seemed to upset people. I'm not playing the Game Boy Color version though. I am playing the original NES version. So what better way to start off my adventure that I've not had in a long ass pimp time than to input my name. Oh yeah, look at me in my pink hair. So, pressing start puts you into this screen, which shows all your condition stuff. Select is your item menu, but if you press start while in your item menu, you can go to your save points. A will be pretty much interact and attack stuff. B activates other items, but that's besides the point. Hey, there's a guy coming out of the cave. Well, how rude of you. This is the village of Leaf. There are great dangers outside of town. Please be careful. So I think one of the differences between the Game Boy Color version and this version is that the start of this game is kind of ambiguous. Like, there's very little... Hey, you. There's very little actually explained, whereas the Game Boy Color version goes into this whole plot about, you know, the four swords of the elements, this giant evil tower. It was technology versus magic. Technology was evil. It's a whole thing. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry I ran from you when we first met. Zebu says he is having a hard time with the windmill guard. He's always sleeping. I don't see how that's relevant to you running away from me screaming like a pansy. The wind here is always cold, but we're used to it. I'd like to say that I'm used to the cold as well. So this game is a little bit of a grind fest. Did you visit the Elder's house yet? Not yet. But I think that's one of its... honestly, kind of one of its charms. I don't know how to describe it. I'm the village elder. You awoke from inside the cave, didn't you? We were told you would arrive. You are our last hope to defeat evil. Receive this sword to protect you on your quest. This, and others like it, will guide you. Now have the sword of wind. Well, gotta equip that noise, otherwise you can't go stabbing people. There is a charge mechanic. It is helpful. It will stop you from dying. There's an old windmill to the north, but I've never seen it working. Why does the windmill never work? Kill, kill. Alright. That's apparently what bunnies say. You have finally awoken. This money is from the wise man Zebu. It's yours. Yay, free money. Skins cost money, of course, and it gets substantial how much more they cost. But it will restore both your life and your MP, which we don't have anything for MP usage just yet. I always start out getting a tanned hide. Because, I mean, armor. Now using tan hide. So our armor from before. Oh, we can only save outside, by the way. And there is a loading thing too that helps sometimes. Defense 3-1. I think the 1 indicates how much you get from your shield. You wish to buy? Medical herbs, antidotes, which will stop poisoning, warp boots, which will teleport you to any previous town that you've already been to, and alarm flute. That's a plot item. I can't afford any of it though. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head north. Go to the west, yeah. I gotta say, I freaking dig this music. This music is fan-freaking-tastic, and anyone that disagrees with me can get off my channel. Like, there is very few overworld theme songs that I think I would actually not mind having just play in my real life. This is one of them. This is just one of those songs that I absolutely adore. Of course, mind you, the last time I had played this game completely, last time I played this game completely, all the way through, I was like 10, and I sucked at video games, to the point where I think I actually used a Game Genie to beat this game. So, take that for what you will. It was kind of a hard thing for me as a 10-year-old kid. But now, me with my USB Super NES controller, I couldn't find a good NES controller, or, yeah. And I plan to beat this 100% legitly here now. Well, not just the one video, but you know what I'm saying. Now, you've been noticing that there's probably a butt ton of caves here. I'm gonna go into another one over here first. And you have to be holding still for the charge, by the way. It's not like, oh, hey, freaking walk around while charging. Nope. You can hold a charge while charging, while you've charged. I know what I'm saying. Did I not get experience from those slimes? Come on, game. Give me more monsters to kill. It is... how to describe it? A little excruciating playing this sometimes, now that I think about it, simply because, oh hey, you gotta kill 30 monsters to get up to level 2. It's not terrible. It's like, play the damn game. I'm not sure how the hell to describe it. I've never been that angry when it comes to a game telling me to grind so that I can get more powerful. In fact, this game, Seventh Saga, Brain Lord, all of games of my past have been all like, oh hey, you should grind in order to get more powerful. And I'm like, alright. But in this game, grinding is mandatory. You do have to be specific levels in order to take out specific bosses or have specific events happen. Unfortunately, I don't remember any of that. I don't know what level I'm gonna be when I have to face off against certain bosses, but you will just do no damage against those bosses, which is a bit of a sadness. I don't know if the Game Boy Color version changes that at all. Probably doesn't. I do know that one of the changes is that certain enemies have resistances or are just straight up immune particular elemental swords. Like, I got the Sword of Wind right now. Not a little bit sooner, or not a little bit later, will there be a cave full of enemies that I just can't kill with the Sword of Wind. Come on, I just need like one more slime, game. Don't tease me, game. There we go. I need to set that to my phone alerts. So now we are slightly more powerful, and I believe we can actually take out these tiger guys in one slash, which is awesome. And you do more damage with your sword, but that does put you at risk of being attacked yourself. We're going to pop into one of these caves now that we're slightly more powerful. Oh, I could actually afford a shield now. I'm called Zebu. Darius, you're the one we have been waiting for. Try to make the windmill work. If you can do this, I will teach you some magic. That's it. I remember the Game Boy Color version being a little bit more hand-holdy too. Well, let's work. Okay, don't know why that tiger was able to survive one full blow. But hey, don't matter me, he's dead. Now, in order to fix the windmill, we have to locate the windmill. Whoa. Ooh, two tigers. Yeah, I wasn't gonna not take that opportunity. The windmill is actually located... Oop. Dang it. The windmill is actually located right on up through here. Don't ask me why the entrance to the windmill is in a cave. Well, I guess that's the person we need to wake up. But how could we possibly wake him up? Must we stab him? This is the windmill. Don't have the key for it, so can't get it to work. Just gotta do it, just a little bit of backtracking. Actually, maybe I'll try to get some balls going up here. Yeah. Now I do have, there is a random, I can just rapidly press, oh no, sword slash is actually weaker. That kind of sucks. I could have sworn it being, maybe I'm used to charging it up and, you know, being point blank when introducing it to someone else's face. Yeah, thank you. So we are going to buy one alarm flute, because that's plot. Which means we're not going to be able to afford our shield until we've ground out to like level 3 or 4. Kinda sucks. Yeah. There we go. Ow. Stab you in the face. There we go. Now we just gotta go back on up here. Come on. Ow. One of the things that does suck about this game is that when you do get hit, sometimes you'll randomly turn around, so you'll completely waste a charged shot. But I digress. Go up to this guy. He's still sleeping. Bastard. So let's go down to the items and... There we go. Oh, Jesus. Zebu says a strange ball is hidden in these caves. He says it can break rock walls. I accidentally skipped dialogue, I'm sorry. Now the dialogue will never be the same again. So now that we got the windmill key, just have to activate it. The windmill begins to work. Don't ask me how activating a windmill makes it so as the cave explodes to the right. Left. Well, it was the character's right, so yeah. Sometimes I swear I just don't get experience points for killing slugs. Kinda weird. Ah. I still say it was also weird that the sword itself is not more powerful than the charge that you shoot off. I guess that makes sense in someone's head. In my head, it doesn't. Oh well. Go on, talk to Zebu and get our magic. You have done well. I will now teach you the magic of refresh. Use your power to open the way. Sorry, Zebu, I failed you. Now we've been granted magic. So as long as we have this, the A button is useful. Refresh will heal you a little bit for as long as you hold the A button, which is helpful. Now I distinctly remember as a kid my having not been able to beat this game at a certain point, and I had a Game Genie, but there was no code for infinite health. So what you had to do is essentially just have the refresh spell on, get infinite MP. Yeah, there was infinite infinite MP, but not infinite HP. And I just held down A the entire time. There are certain sections where I couldn't, because you needed another spell or needed an object or whatnot. I seem to recall that anyways. But for the most part, that was how I had originally beat this game. And there are certain sections too where it was technically made easier because I had to have a certain item equipped, otherwise I lost HP. And because I had refresh just all the time, all day, every day, as it were, I didn't have to worry about that loss of HP. Die. Thank you. It's kind of surreal going back into this game now that I think about it. Ow. I know that there's a particular math when it comes to the MP and whatnot, but at the same time, I got no clue what's going on. I just want to be level 3 before I enter this cave, personally. Because I know that there are stronger monsters there. I just don't remember how much stronger they are. But of course, you do get more experience points from stronger monsters. I should hope you do. It's just that there's also random tidbits where it's like, oh hey, this monster is immune to your weapon. And I just don't want to run into that. Come on. Hold still. Sometimes it's just faster to kill them with a sword. You know what? I'm gonna try to go into the cave for it. I'm level 2. I can take on the world. I can't take on the world. Pop on in. Ah, these little bastards. If I remember correctly, they will poison you. But are they worth the experience? 2 slashes, 2 experience? I suppose seeing as that they constantly regenerate in that area, technically they are. And I think they also give you more money. 2 gold. 2 gold, 2 experience, 2 hits. If I'm level 3, it probably is going to be something like 1 hit. Okay, there was no message that said I was poisoned. Yeah, another level up. Now I have to kill 75 of these bastards in order to get that level. Tasty. And you know what? I'm gonna have you guys stick with me during the entire grinding parts. Maybe it wasn't these guys that caused you to get poisoned, now that I think about it. Ah, might have been those guys. I don't know. I forget. Again, the last time I seriously played through this was so goddamn long ago, it's not even funny. These guys. It was definitely these guys that caused poison. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out whenever the hell I get hit, and I inevitably die because of my stupidity of getting hit. That said too, I will get lost in this game. Those guys were always beefy. Ah! Oh no, bats! Medicinal herb. So in order to use certain items, you do have to activate it much like you do magic. Ah! Ha! Yeah! What? Ow! Dude throws his head at me! Who throws their head at people? Seriously. Ah, the ball of wind. Now I can charge it up twice. And it does more damage. And it... Oh. For love of... It does more damage, and on top of that... I'm still gonna kill this little bastard like that. If you stick your face up real close to certain walls, break it down. Oh good, an antidote. Just in case I get poisoned. And ha! 2 hits. Is there another way up here? Dang it. Your magic power is low. Yeah, that's what happens when you try to use your magic. When you have no magic. Trying to remember. Now that I have this ball of magic power, killing these things should be relatively easier. That said though, I probably want to run out of here and get myself a little bit of medicine. Maybe just a touch a little bit more defense stuff. No. There we go. Oh, I think this is the way I need to go. Ah. Ha. I know how to use a sword. Gotta say. Okay, 3 experience from those guys. If I farm those guys, I can more than easily make the amount I need. 2 medicinal herbs. Just need to be careful. I really don't want to have to waste resources like medicinal herbs and whatnots. That's one of the key reasons. Wait. That's the boss. I am not strong enough for the boss. At least I don't think I am. I forget which way is what. But I definitely remember that being the boss room. Mostly because of how he is... I can't get one shot. I ain't gonna complain, just asking. So I think... Was there another path upwards? Yeah. God, I'm terrible at remembering this crap. Ah! Why didn't that guy die in one hit? Alright, now I got some warp boots, but I'm gonna save those. We're also going to quickly leave, head back to town, and before I re-enter this cave, I'm going to save so I can show you guys the terrible truth about my power. And just so you guys know, yes, all elemental weapons in this game are swords, so no axes. It's kind of a sadness. Okay. I'm just gonna walk out of here. Waltz on out. Ow. I don't actually think that you get any... Oh, frick. Any additional defenses for just being higher level. Why did I bother charging twice for that guy? Alright. Come on. Juke out of those guys' ways. Really, I should be killing absolutely everything that I come across, but... First off, we'll stay at the inn. For a whole 16 gold monies. I'm not sure what kind of currency that's supposed to be. I just see generic E-money. We'll buy a carapace shield. Now, one of the things that I didn't know as a kid, because I never saw it as a kid, was that this game actually has some inspiration coming from Nazca, Valley of the Wind. Alright, we'll buy... Never mind. I was about to say, let's buy one more antidote. Go away. And now that I think about it, yeah, I can actually see all the influences and whatnot. They're especially in one of the levels that's almost directly after this one. Ha. Ha. Ja. Okay, not over level here, because I want to see just how. Okay, I do have more more defenses. Yeah, I had. Yeah, that one. I had 3-1, so I guess your defense does go up as you level up. Alright. I'll only kill what I need to along the way. Or randomly, because I want to. Because I don't waste some more time. Ah. But once I show this, I'll probably try to refrain from showing any more times where I can get instantaneously defeated by a boss simply because, oh hey, you're not high enough level, bitch. There are, I think the warp boots make it so as that you can also leave any sort of situation that you don't want to. Like, I could use the warp boots here in a cave, I think. I'm not going to test it, but still. So, we're going to give this a good old college try first. Whoa. Am I too high? Am I high enough level? I am high enough level. Crud. I thought it was 4th level. Oh. Ah, dang it, dang it. Balls. Come on. Stupid bats. Eat bats. Thank you. Ow. Okay, that was me walking into the thing several times. No, I don't wish to drop. Right, but if you have magic activated at the same time that an item is active... Never mind, I'm an idiot still. Yeah. Ah, dang it, he's teleporting around faster. There it goes. That was the last straw. Now I have rabbit boots! Yay! So with the rabbit boots, I'm also going to... Right, that's a weirdness. You can jump with the rabbit boots, but you use A to do so. If you use one of the consumable items, it takes B to do so. I can now jump like a bunny. I really could have sworn that it was quite the opposite way around, but I don't know, that's what I get for not test playing this kind of crap. So hey, new area already. Okay, I thought I was going to show off, oh, by the way, here's the boss. It kills you if you're not a certain level. I am a Kahana. I used to have an unusual statue, but I dropped it near the river. It was a great find and will be difficult to replace. Have you seen it? I have not. This town is mostly for travelers. Pretty noisy, isn't it? I mean, I just hear the same music that I've heard from before, so... I heard that there's a village where only women live. I wonder. Yeah, that village is actually a pain in the ass for someone who's trying to save the world, just saying. New armor that I can't afford. You don't have to stay at the inn, but I'm going to stay at the inn. If you go east, you will find the forest. It's a grand maze where plants will shoot poison. I hate that place. The village of Oak lies deep in the forest. The people there don't understand our language. They probably do. Just pretend that they don't so that we can be an idiot. There are 2 routes to Mount Saber, one west and one north. Both roads are very dangerous. Let's go to the pub. I just found out how to get rich quick. Later. Later, guy. I told him that I made a lot of money from the stones I found at Mount Saber. After that, he got excited. I mean, that does sound tempting. The wise man Torna lives with his pupils in the north. We gotta go to the north. Welcome, please, have some refreshments. We can't actually buy any refreshments. You'll also notice that the general shops do not have a place for you to sell stuff. So instead, they have these stores where you can just pawn stuff off on them. I shall call them pawn shops. And just the usual stuff. Warp boots, antidotes, medicine. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and call an episode here. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this playthrough as much as I will enjoy playing it, because, again, this is a childhood favorite of mine. I remember loving it as a kid. I don't remember how much I sucked at it, but we'll see. So, thank you all so very much for watching. If you guys want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff really helps out. There is both a Patreon and Streamlabs link down in the description below if you want to assist the channel in financial fashion to make it so as I can get upgrades to hardware, software, more games, all that fun stuff. Also really helps out the channel. In any case, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Cheers.